Hello everyone and welcome to the Transit Nomad family. In this video we're going to be traveling on old trams and I'll be sharing my vintage ride experience impressions. Before we get started, I'd like to let you know that I am in Belgium, Brussels for a couple of weeks, and at the end of my trip I'll be comparing Belgium with other countries to help you decide if you should visit, while also sharing practical tips to save you time and money and help you get the most out of the trip. This will be an exclusive video, but you can easily gain access to it by subscribing or donating any amount on buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad or through the link in the video description below. With that being said, let's begin exploring this awesome vintage tram. It does look like it's from 1903. And it may have been in service until 1928. The information is, they do have something in English here, so feel free to pause the video here if you'd like to read about it. It does say that it's very similar to the San Francisco cable cars, and it's very cool, very interesting to take a look at that. This is what it looks like inside. I've been to San Francisco multiple times and I did ride their cable cars, and this does feel very different from the ride experience in San Francisco. Both offer very cool and enjoyable ride, but it's definitely not the same. I like this vintage style lighting and these old school, comfortable, soft seats and the wooden vintage interior. Very impressive. And this is the driver's area, so you can see the brakes and the accelerator and the extra brakes. The driver has to stand in order to operate this vehicle. And I'm thinking we might enjoy riding it all the way here in the back, so we can have the view of the front and the back at the same time. If you are new on my channel, I travel to different cities around the globe filming public transportation as well as many other city attractions and famous destinations, but everything is filmed through the lens of public transportation, as that is my main priority and my main interest above everything else. And how we ended up on this old vintage tram is it is a part of the Belgian or Brussels Tram Museum, also known as Urban Transport Museum, that is located near Brussels. And it costs 13 euros to visit it, and that includes unlimited rides on different kinds of vintage transit vehicles, including this tram. It costs 13 euros per person, but you have to check the calendar to see when they are open, when they are not open. It varies based on the date and the time of your visit. Keep that in mind, as it may or may not be available. I did my research ahead of time and I reserved this date. I also emailed them to confirm that this was going to be the date when they are open, with a variety of different trams and buses available for riding, also available for exploring. There are lots of different vintage vehicles to look at and to choose from. Definitely worth the price of 13 euros. It's a great value and a super fun experience. I've been exploring it for a few hours already today, and even though I'm kind of hungry and a little bit tired, but I can't get enough. It's so much fun riding all these trams. They also have a lot of different routes, and they are all long routes, so you can see the city as well, and experience this historic kind of ride and check out different kinds of vehicles and learn all about it. I think it's a great thing to do if you're in Belgium or if you're near Brussels. That would be one of my top destinations that I would consider visiting, which that's why I'm here. I'm in Belgium for a couple of weeks, and this was definitely on top of my list. We should be departing shortly. They do give you a schedule. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's like this, and I'm not sure if that is in focus or not. Let me change the lens here. Hopefully this gets in focus. You can see the schedule. There is a bus, there is a tram, and they also have different trams on all these lines operating depending on the departure time. And I did ride most of it as much as I could from the moment they opened. I was there, the first one to get in, and I even asked the driver to talk to another driver to wait for us when we came back to the museum so that we could catch another ride as well. This was pretty cool. This is another also kind of vintage tram actually, but this one is still in regular city service, operating on line 39 and line 44. Line 44 is the most scenic tram line in Brussels. Definitely check it out if you have a chance. It goes through the forest, very scenic, beautiful ride, and also you get to experience that old school tram as well. Want to get in, but they can't because the only way to board this vehicle is to actually buy a pass at the museum and board only at the museum as well. I wish they allowed people to pay a little extra and board at other stops, because this way they can certainly get more customers and make more money. riding this tram also gives us an idea of what the residential area looks like in Belgium around Brussels. That is how people live here.